Hello everyone, welcome to TinaTeach new series, Grade 1 Mathematics. For our first lesson today, we'll be looking at problem solving, mainly about color patterns, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Before we start with the main part of the lesson, I want to show you like a fun fact. Many years ago, actually, serapes were used to exchange for Californian horses. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Color patterns example. Okay, so I have a bunch of balloons over here, right? And the first balloon is green, blue, and then pink, right? So we have three colors, one pattern: green, blue, pink. Now, if you want to repeat the pattern, you have green, blue, pink, right? And so on and so forth. So it's green, blue, pink, green, blue, pink, green, blue, pink, okay? So here we have sort of a chemistry set, right? And what is the pattern? What's the color pattern? Purple, green, and red, right? So one pattern, three color: purple, green, red. So right now we're moving to the exercise part of the lesson. Complete the pattern, right? I have one set of pattern right over here and three colors. I have light blue, let's just call it blue. Then I have green and I have orange, okay? Light blue, green, orange. So what's the next color? It is light blue. After light blue, what color? It is green. And after green, what color do we have? We have orange. Let's move on to the next part, right? So this is our answer, right? Blue, green, orange. This next part, I want you to be able to do it on your own. One pattern, three color: orange, yellow, purple. Orange, yellow, purple. Okay, what do you think these three are? I'll give you a minute. Did you get it? It is orange, yellow, and purple. Okay, I have the answer right here. Orange, yellow, purple. Okay. Now, that's it for today's lesson. For our next topic, we'll be dealing with number sense, right? So we'll be counting, we'll be comparing numbers, we'll be counting the animals and whatnot, right? So thank you for being with me here today one more time, and learn today, better tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Hello everyone, welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math. Today, for our next lesson, we'll be learning about number sense. So, welcome. Okay, let's move on to first, let's have sort of a practice before we move on to our exercise. Here, I have numbers from 1 to 10. So, let's go through each one of them slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's repeat it one more time with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now try to read it on your own. I'm going to point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good job. Now let's move on to counting the zoo animals. Here I have a bunch of cute little pandas over here, right? And what do pandas eat? They eat bamboos, okay? So now let's count how many pandas are there and how many bamboos are there. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 pandas, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's go through it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 bamboos for 3 pandas. Okay, that's a lot of bamboos. Okay, now we can move on to the main thing of our lesson today, which is the exercise. So I want you to count and then write how many of these animals are there, right? These animals and these insects. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to do the pandas one first. 1 panda, 2 panda, 3 panda, and 4 pandas. So I'm going to write here the number 4, okay? Now, feel free to pause the video and figure out the butterfly, the gorilla, and the lizard yourself. Alright, I hope that you finished with this. Now I'm going to demonstrate it to you and as well as show the answer. So first, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We have 4 pandas. Let's move on to the butterflies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 butterflies. Next up is the gorilla. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 gorillas. And as for the lizard, 1, 2. Okay, 1 and then 2. We have 2 lizards. We have 4 pandas, 7 butterflies, 6 gorillas, and 2 lizards. Now we're at the last part of our lesson, which is the review. Let's go through numbers 1 to 10 one more time before we end the lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do it a little bit faster, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now way faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Thank you for being with me here today, and I'm very thankful that you've made it to the end of the lesson. Now, for our next topic, we'll be comparing the numbers that we've learned today, so I hope that you checking on that. Remember to like and subscribe. Learn today, better tomorrow. Goodbye.
Hello everyone, welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math. Today we'll be learning about comparing numbers. Welcome to the lesson and let's kickstart it. Okay, before we move on to the next part, let's do a little bit of review. We've already learned about this from the previous lesson. Okay, I hope that you remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's do it one more time, but a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's move on to the next part, exercise. This time we will count and then write the number. And then we will circle the one that has more stuff. So whichever side the number is higher, we will circle that one, okay? So let me erase some stuff here. So I will do this part for you so you can sort of see how to solve this problem. And then afterwards, you can do it on your own, okay? And then I will check your answers. Okay, so first we have a bunch of giraffes over here. For this side, we have 1 giraffe, right? There's only 1, so we write the number 1 down here. Let me erase this. And for this side, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 giraffes on this side.
So which side has more stuff, or which side has more giraffe? Is it the 1 giraffe or is it the 3 giraffe? It is the 3 giraffe, okay? So we will circle the 3 giraffe. That's it. Next up, we have bees. So before I move on to checking the answer, feel free to take a pause, count the bees, write out the numbers, and circle which side has more bees, okay? All right, let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 bees over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 bees over here, okay? So which side has more bees? Is it the 6 or is it the 10? It is 10 bees. Okay, great job. Next up, we have penguins. Once again, feel free to take a quick pause and solve this for yourself. I hope that you're finished. I hope that you pause because I'm going to show you the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 penguins over here. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 penguins. Which side has more penguins? It is the side with 9 penguins. All right. So for the last part of our lesson today, we will be drawing 8 red ladybugs and then 5 orange ladybugs. Then we will circle the side that has more ladybugs. Okay, I'm gonna start drawing. Let's see, we need red ladybugs, right? So I'm gonna start drawing 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need some dots for our ladybugs, right? Yep, little dots. Okay, so this is a very quick way of drawing ladybugs right here. Some dots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Let's count it one more time to see if we actually have 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 ladybugs. Let's move on to the 5 orange ladybugs. Orange. Okay, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then some dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladybugs. All right, now you tell me which side has more ladybugs. It is the 1. Good job. So that is the end of our lesson for today. I'm very happy that you make it till the end. And for our next topic, we'll be learning about algebra and functions. So please stay tuned for that lesson. Remember to like and subscribe. Learn today, better tomorrow. Goodbye. Hello everyone. Welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math, Algebra and Functions. Sounds very exciting. So for our first exercise, we have circle the yellow flowers, draw X on the red flower, draw a box around the blue flower. Now this sounds a lot, right? This sounds very much. So we're just going to move through it one by one. Let's tackle the circle yellow flower first. So I'm going to look for yellow flower. We have a yellow flower right here. Circle. Okay. Where next? Another yellow flower. All right. Where next? This yellow flower right here. And that yellow flower right there. Next up, draw X
on red flower. So I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to locate the red flowers. So we have one red flowers over here, draw the X. Oh, another one right here, another X. And then another one over here. And then another one over here. And then another. And this is our last red flower. So can you tell me how many red flowers are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 red flowers. Okay. What about the yellow flower? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 yellow flowers and 6 red flowers. Now let's handle the last part of the exercise. Draw a box around blue flower. I'm going to make my pen a little bit smaller. Say, so a box over here, another box over there. That's 2 boxes, right? These are all blue flowers. Third box. And this is the 4th box. And this is the 5th box. So how many blue flowers are there? There are 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good job. Now to the next part of our lesson, we have to circle the flower that's different. So they are not like the other flowers. Let's look at the first rectangle over here. This one is different, right? Because all of these are orange and this is purple. What about this box? This flower is different because all of these are purple and this is orange. What about this box? It is this flower because this flower is yellow and the rest is pink. The rest are pink, okay? Last but not least, this box over here. This flower is different. Why? It is red while the rest are blue. So now I want you to say one thing that is the same within all of these boxes and one thing that is different. They are all flowers, right? And what's the thing that is all different about them? What's the thing that separates them from each other? It is their color. Okay, great job. That is the end of our lesson for today. I'm happy that you made it to the end with me. Our next topic will be all about measurements. So measuring how tall, how big, how small things are. Remember to like and subscribe. Learn today, better tomorrow. And I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Hello everyone. Welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math Measurements. Welcome to the lesson. So before we start our lesson, I want to give you a brief introduction to what we're going to learn today. And our focus is all about tall and short. So we have a variety of objects over here. We have trees, we have statue, and we have deers. Look at the trees and tell me which tree is tall and which tree is short. This tree is tall and this tree is short. Okay, next up to the statue. Which statue is tall and which statue is short? This statue is tall and this statue is short. All right, last but not least about the deers. Which deer is tall and which deer is short? This deer is tall and this deer is short. Okay, I hope you get the gist. Let's move on to our exercise. Circle the tallest one, put an X on the shortest one, okay? We have 3 objects. We have an elephant, we have the Statue of Liberty, and then a very big tree. So to you, which object is the tallest, right? Like the most tall? Is it the elephant? No.
Is it the statue? No, it is the tree. So circle the tallest one. Circle the tree. Put an X on the shortest one. Which object is the shortest? It is the elephant. I'm going to put an X over it. Okay. Next up, circle the tree that has fewer children. So we have these children over here, and it's all about the numbers of the children. Well, you don't exactly have to count it. You just look at the image and you see which image has more children, okay? Circle the tree that has fewer children. Well, we have a bunch of children over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Over here, we only have 2 children. 1, 2. So circle the tree that has fewer children. It would be this tree. Okay, let me erase all of these so you can see them easier. Next up, circle the tree that has more children rather than fewer children. It is, which tree do you think? There's one boy over here. 1, 2, and 3. So which tree has more children? It is this tree. Okay, good job. Let's move on to the next part of our lesson. So this is the last part of our exercise, okay? So let's use all of the knowledge that we've learned previously into this to exercise. Circle the object that is lighter, okay? Lighter as in when you hold it, it is less heavy, okay? For example, you have a book and you have a pen. The pen is lighter than the book, and the book is heavier than the pen, okay? We have an acorn over here, and we have a tree trunk. To you, which one is lighter? It is the acorn, okay? Next up to the basketball and the balloons. Which one's lighter? It is the balloon. Now, we have to circle the object that is heavier, so the opposite of lighter. A ladybug or a frog? Which one is heavier? Because a ladybug is smaller than the frog, therefore the frog is heavier. Okay, now a leaf, and a tree. Which one is heavier? The tree or the leaf? The tree or the leaf? It is the tree. Okay. All right, that's it for today's lesson. I hope that you enjoy, and thank you for staying with me here till the end. Our next lesson will be all about geometry. So I hope that you tune into that. Remember to like and subscribe. Learn today, better tomorrow. Goodbye.
Hello everyone, welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math. Today we'll be learning about geometry. So it's all about shapes. We have square, circle, triangle, rectangle. This one is a little bit hard to say. It's a trapezoid, okay? Trapezoid. And this one is a rhombus. Rhombus. We're not actually going to go too deep into them. We'll be focusing only on the basic shapes, like the squares, the circles, and whatnot. So you don't need to worry about that, okay? Next up here, well, we have another rather difficult word for this one. So we have 3 difficult words in total. This is a cylinder. Cylinder. It's like a 3D circle, okay? We have a 3D square and then a 3D triangle. Next to these shapes, we have a sandcastle. Now, I want you to take a look at the sandcastle and then sort of figure out what are the shapes that you're seeing from the sandcastle. So I'm going to start at the top first. Here we have a triangle, right? So I'm going to circle a triangle up here. As we move down, this is also a triangle, okay? And if we go to this part and we draw out the shapes like this, it's actually the shape of a trapezoid. So I'm going to circle the trapezoid as well. And then we move down forward to this part.
I'm just going to draw this out so you can clearly see the shapes. It is the shape of a rectangle. So I'm going to circle that as well. Okay. Oops, I almost forgot. We have this little thing on the top right here. That is a circle. So I'm going to circle the circle. I think that's all of the shapes that we have for this picture of a sandcastle for now. So let's move on to the next part of the lesson. Now we have the chance to color the different shapes. Okay, so I'm going to pick a color. Let's see, I'm going to pick blue. For our first shape, do you remember when I said what the shape is? The name of this shape right here. What is it? It is a square. So I'm going to color the square. I'm going to color it over here. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good enough. I'm going to choose a different color. I'm going to choose pink this time. Do you remember what the name of this shape is? It is a circle. So I'm going to circle this. Circle, circle, square, and circle. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to pick yellow. What about this shape? Do you remember the name of this shape? It is a triangle. Triangle, okay. The triangle is yellow. I'm going to pick green next. What do you think is the name of this shape? It is a rectangle, okay? Rectangle. There we go. We have a green rectangle. And last but not least, I'm going to pick red. Right? I'm going to pick red for this shape. So this shape is a little bit difficult, but do you still remember the name? It is a trapezoid. Trapezoid. We have a red trapezoid. Okay, trapezoid. Let's go through each shape one by one. We have a blue square. We have a blue square. And then we have a pink circle. Pink circle. Next up, we have a yellow triangle. A yellow triangle, okay? Next up, we have a green rectangle. Green rectangle. Last but not least, what do we have? We have a red trapezoid, okay? A red trapezoid. Now to the last part of the lesson, we can draw a sandcastle using the following shapes. So we have a square, we have a triangle, and we have a rectangle. So I'll just proceed and draw. First I'm going to draw a triangle up here. And then I'm going to draw a square. Okay. After that, I'm going to draw a rectangle. And then I'm going to do the same on this side over here. Square. And then rectangle. Triangle. Square. And rectangle. Okay. And then I'm just going to draw some waves down here for the sand, the unbuilt sand. Let's have a review one last time for all of the shapes that we've learned today. We have a square, a circle, a triangle, a rectangle, a trapezoid, a rhombus, a cylinder, a square, 3D square, and a triangle. Okay, now let's try saying them a little bit faster. A square, a circle, a triangle, a rectangle, a trapezoid, a rhombus, a cylinder, a square, and a triangle. Okay, well done everyone. For our next topic, we'll be diving into statistics. It sounds
quite strange, right? I'm not sure if you've heard of the word statistics before, but it is a very interesting topic, so I hope that you would tune in. Thank you for being with me here today and finishing the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and learn today, better tomorrow. Goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math Statistics. Welcome to today's lesson. What we'll be learning today is counting, number sense, the lessons that we've learned previously, and then figuring out, like the statistics of what people like and people don't like. So we have a bunch of kids here, and they've all answered the question, what do you like to do at the pier? You can roller skate, you can skateboard, or you can do bicycle, right? And let's count how many kids want to do the bicycle, or how many kids want to do the skateboard or the roller skate, okay? So as for the roller skate, we have one girl over here. She says she likes to roller skate, so I'm going to put the number 1 over here. Next up is skateboard. How many skateboards do you see in the speech bubbles right now? It's 1, 2. So there are 2 people that like to skateboards. 2, okay? Last, bicycle. How many kids like to ride on the bicycle at the pier? Let's count. 1, 2. So there are 2 people who likes to do bicycle at the pier, okay? 2. And that is our number. 1 person likes to do the roller skate, 2 persons likes to do the skateboard, and another 2 would like to drive a bicycle. Let's move on to the next part. Now, what do you like to do at the beach? The 3 following activities are playing with sand or making a sand castle, playing with a beach ball, and swimming, okay? So let's see how many kids like to go swimming, how many kids like to play with a beach ball, and how many kids would rather just build a sandcastle at the beach. Okay, first off, let's do the sandcastle, okay? There's only 1 kid over here who would like to do the sandcastle, so I'm gonna put the number 1 here. Next up, beach ball. Once again, there's only 1 kid who would like to play with the beach ball at the beach. Another number 1. As for swimming, let's start counting. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 kids that would love to go swimming at the beach instead. So I'm gonna put number 3 over here. So let's do a quick recount. I'm going to erase all of this. So there are 3 kids who would love to go swimming. There's only 1 kid who would love to play with a beach ball, and another 1 kid that would love to play with the sandcastle. Let's move on to the next part. So this is the last part of our lesson for today. We'll be coloring a box on the graph to show each vote. And then we'll circle the one with the most votes, okay? I'm going to use the color red, right? And let's go first with the beach ball, this one. How many kids would love to play with the beach balls? Do you remember? There's only 1 kid, okay? So I'm going to color only 1 rectangle. Sandcastle. How many kids would love to play with sandcastles at the beach? There's only 1. So I'm going to color the rectangle that's next to the previous one. The last part of this graph, swimming. Do you remember how many kids would love to go swimming at the beach? Let's go back and see. There are 3. Color 3 rectangles. 1, 2, and 3. As for our next graph, our first item is roller skate. How many kids would love to roller skate at the pier? That is our first exercise. There's only 1, okay? As I've done before, I'm gonna color in 1. Second to the roller skate is a skateboard. How many kids would love to skateboard instead of roller skate or bicycle? Do you still remember? There are 2, okay? 1 rectangle, 2 rectangles. Last but not least, the bike. How many kids would love to have the bike at the pier? There are 2 kids who would love to bike at the pier, okay? Once again, 1 rectangles, 2 rectangles. That's it for statistics. Our next topic will be all about patterns. We'll be making a return with number sense. I hope you would check that out. Thank you for staying till the end of the video. And remember to like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Learn today, better tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math Patterns. For today's lesson, we'll be learning about, like the patterns, number sense, as well as the color patterns that we've learned in the previous lesson. So for our first activity in this lesson, I want you to tell me how many balloons that you see. I have a bunch of hot air balloons here, and you might pause the video and count and tell me how many hot balloons that you see. Okay, I'm gonna start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in total, there are 11. For our next activity, we're going to be coloring the shapes that we've learned in our last lesson. We have a circle, a square, and a triangle. And we're being instructed to use red to color the circle, use blue to color the square, and use green to color the triangle. Okay, so firstly, I have red, right? Red to color the circle. I'm gonna make my pen really big and then color in the circle. Okay. Blue for the square. Okay. Lastly, use green for the triangle. Green for the triangle. Okay. So in the end, what do we have? We have a red circle, a blue square, and a green triangle, okay? Now we have to copy the patterns with colors. So I have 2 objects over here. They have their own color patterns. For example, this one has purple, yellow, and then green. That's a pattern of purple, yellow, and green. What we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the color pattern on these squares right here. So let me delete these so it looks cleaner. Let's work with our first object. Basically a triangle, right? So what's the first color that you see from this triangle? It is red, pinkish red. So that's what I'm gonna find. Pinkish red, okay? And I'm gonna color this in pinkish red. Next up, what do you see? I'm seeing yellow. I'm seeing very soft yellow. What's the last color that you see in this object, in this triangle? It is green. So I have green over here. All right, let's move on to our second object, which is this barrel over here. What's the first color that you see for this barrel? It is purple. Okay, purple. What's this big second color over here? It is yellow. Yellow. All right. Last color. What is the last color right over here? It is green. Green. So they both have very similar color patterns, you know. The triangle has green and yellow. The barrel also has green and yellow. The only difference is that this one is a pinkish red and this one is a deep purple. So for our last exercise, I want you to count how many circles, right? These circles over here in this group. And then I'll circle the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 circles. I'm going to circle number 10. Our next lesson is going to be extending patterns. So I hope to see you in that next lesson. Remember, learn today, better tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Hello everyone, welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math Extending Patterns. So this is our first exercise for today's lesson. We'll be learning about pattern unit and what they are. So the purpose of pattern unit is to make it easier for you to identify patterns, okay? To know a pattern, to be able to repeat a pattern. We must first look at pattern unit, okay? So I have a pattern of circle and triangles over here. There's a circle, a triangle, and then a circle, and then a triangle. As you can see, it goes in a loop. But how do you know where the loop starts and where it ends? You have to define a pattern unit. So I have to find the pattern unit of one circle. Next to that is one triangle, okay? If I were to assign them numbers, the triangles would have the number 2. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? Now down here we have cars and bees. And as you've seen, I have outlined the pattern unit already. One car is, go before a bee. So the bee, I would assign it the number 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I want you to define the pattern unit. I have 2 patterns over here, 1 and 2. Each of them have 2 objects or 2 elements, okay? 2 types of shapes. Now, before I tell you what the answer is, can you tell me what is the pattern unit for this pattern? It is square and then circle, okay? So this is the pattern unit. 1, 2, square, circle. Okay, what about this pattern right over here? What do you think the pattern unit is? It is triangle and then rectangle. Okay, triangle and then rectangle. 1, 2, 1, 2. As easy as that. All right, now to the next part of our lesson. What comes next? So the goal of the exercise is to figure out what the pattern is and how will the pattern be repeated, okay? Let's focus on the first pattern that we have here. We have a bear. We'll assign him the number 1. And then we have a duck, okay? We'll assign the duck a number 2. Now there's a duck once again. It is number 3. How do you know if this duck is part of the pattern unit? It's because the bear is number 1, right? If this duck is number 2 and it ends there, the bear should be repeated. It should be number 1 over here, but no. It is the duck once again, therefore it is number 3. 1, 2, 3. So next up should be 1, 2, and 3, okay? So let me erase these parts real quick and I'm going to copy and paste the bear and the ducks, okay? There we go. For our second pattern over here, we have a pot of plant and then we have a fox. Can you tell me what the pattern unit is? Number 1 is the pot plant. Number 2 is the fox. Okay, now this is a bit confusing because here we see the pot plants again. We can assign number 1 to it. Okay, but then the next object to it is not the fox. It is the plant once again. Therefore, this should not be number 1. It should be number 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. If we run it back again, we have 1, 2, 3. So this matches up with this. They are the same. Okay. Let me do a quick erasure so I can copy and paste these guys. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. So for the last part of the lesson, we're going to have a bit of a review before we end it. Now, here is a little discussion of how do you know what comes next. From what I've taught you so far, right? You can use numbers 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 as like a guide or a step-by-step to see where the pattern starts and where it ends. So there are 2 methods here, as I've said before. You can first define the pattern unit, okay? You define the pattern unit and then you assign numbers to them. You define the pattern unit and then you assign a number to them. After you've done all of that, figuring out the pattern and continuing or extending the pattern is very, very easy, okay? Now that's it for today's lesson. The next part will be practicing, just so we can, enhance and solidify our skill set when it comes to pattern. Remember, learn today, better tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
Hello everyone, welcome back to TinaTeach Grade 1 Math. Today we'll be practicing patterns, okay? Now first I want you to circle the pattern unit and then figuring out what comes next, okay? So now we have a bunch of shapes over here. We have a triangle, a circle, a square, a triangle again, a circle, and a square. So what does this say? It means that the triangle is number 1, the circle is number 2, and the square is number 3. That is our pattern unit right over there, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let me erase this upper part. So, what comes after this? 1, 2, 3, triangle, circle, square, okay? Let me just copy and paste over here, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, down here to this pattern, we have, do you remember the name of the shape? It is a trapezoid, okay? A trapezoid. Next up to a trapezoid is a rectangle, okay? We have a trapezoid, a rectangle, a trapezoid, and a rectangle once again. So can you figure out what our pattern unit is? It is 1 for the trapezoid and 2 for the rectangle. Oops. Let me just erase these real quick. So what comes next after this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Copy and paste. There we have it. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Let's move on to the next part. Now, we have a bunch of patterns here once again, but they're wrong, okay? Some parts of it are wrong. Now, what we need to do is we need to correct the wrong patterns. As I've outlined here, these are the pattern units that we can use as a guide to fix anything that's wrong with these 2. Now, our number 1 is a star. Number 2 is rectangle. Number 3 is a circle. So it should go 1, 2, 3. Now this part is wrong. This part is a circle. So let me just fix this real quick. Let's remove this and replace it with a circle. There we go. Now let's continue. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this pattern is all good. Now on to the next one. Number 1 for a trapezoid. Number 2 for a square. Number 3 for a trapezoid once again. 1. Okay, now this is wrong. This should be a trapezoid, not a square. Number 2. This is wrong as well. This should not be a trapezoid, but this should be a square. So I'm going to mark this. And number 3. Now number 3 is correct. 3, 3, both are trapezoids. Now back to number 1. Number 1 is correct. 1 is a trapezoid, 1 is a trapezoid. And then number 2 is also correct. So we have 2 wrong shapes. Let me erase these and replace them quickly. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Copy and paste. There we go. Okay, I hope you understand that. Now on to the last part of the lessons. We can create patterns out of these shapes. Now I have a star and a heart. And then I have a plus sign and a trapezoid. Now, since we're given only 2 objects, it's very easy to create patterns. You know, it's just 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, you can either go star and heart, star and heart, and star and heart, or you can go heart and then star. Okay, so I'm gonna copy and paste these: heart and star, heart and star, heart and star, and heart and star. Now let's mark them with numbers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We can do exactly the same with these shapes down here. Now I'm just going to keep the order as is: plus and trapezoid, plus and trapezoid, plus and trapezoid. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. I hope that you understand all of that. Our next lesson is going to be problem solving. That sounds very fun. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, learn today, better tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.